Well, hello, hello, hello. Good to see you again. B-Man, you know where I'm at. Yeah, you do. Location of the YouTube, bmangolftti. Talk, technique, and interview. Man, we have some interesting people on. We even had our first young lady that came on the show. She was really eager to talk to us, and that's what it's all about. The average golfer that just has something to say when you ask them a question. And they're all sort of different, but in the end, if you weigh them out and add them up, they're exactly the same. Exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female, they're going to let you know exactly what golf means to them, and that's important. We need to know that, so that when we're playing, not only are we having a good time, great time, but we're keeping our wits about ourselves. Which brings me to this next statement. I know you've heard it before. They refer to it as the 5-inch fairway. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so here's the deal. Here's the most positive side, and here's the most negative side of golf when you're playing. Now, this side over here, the positive side, this side over here, this is the side I refer to as the PGA golfers. They have to keep a positive attitude because what? That's their job. They're doing golf for money. You and I, we're just doing golf for recreation. So here's the angry, can't get it backside, and you just want to try to keep it in the middle, somewhere leaning in this direction towards that positive side. You have to, when you hit a bad shot, you let it go. You hit another one, you let it go. You keep pushing forward. You never hit a bad shot and then stay over here with your attitude, that 5-inch fairway. Because what happens is, not only are you pissed here, but you tend to go over here to what I refer to as pistivity. That's way gone. So you want to try to keep your 5-inch fairway, this thing right here, this 5-inch fairway, from the positive to the negative. You want it to stay somewhere here going in this direction. Bad shot, bring it back. Bad shot, keep playing. Bad shot, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Because we're not going to ever get it here. We're not playing for money. But the objectivity in your brain is to keep it more on the positive side than this negative side. So many do this, and they never come back. 18 holes of angry golf right here, okay? So I had to learn how to adjust that as well as everybody else. I'm just giving you the facts of what you should do when you're playing golf. It's fun. It's entertaining. It's a great time. You're meeting new people. You're hanging with your buds. There's so many positive things about playing. All I want you to do is to keep it in that area. Your 5-inch fairway belongs to you. Keep it happy. I'll be back.
This is your club face technique. I'm going to show you the position of your club face that you really need to know where the face of your club is. This is what I'm talking about when I mean the face of your club. You need to know where that face is and that bottom rail right there that I'm rubbing, because that's what sits on the ground. If you do not understand where that club face is in your swing, it's going to be impossible to hit good shots. I'm going to move the club back and point the toe up like I'm showing you right here. That's a good position. The bad position would be this position right here. The club is very hooded when you take it back. Let me demonstrate that again. If it's very hooded like that, when you bring it down, you're going to make the ball hook as I'm demonstrating like this. Okay. Another bad position is if you take the club back and it's laid open like that. If it's laid open like that, when you swing it down, you're going to push the ball to the right. There's no way to change that. You're going to push it to the right. The correct position would be to bring the club up, walk around, set it back down. Is it in the same position as it was when you started? Let me do that again. Waist high, walk around, set the club down. Swing it waist high, walk around, set the club down. Swing it waist high, walk around, set the club down. Waist high, walk around, set the club down. You'd be amazed at how many people that I've done this with and the club is hooded or laid off flat when they come around after going waist high. The other part of a golf swing is the angle right here that you create, making the letter L right there. That angle of that shaft right there should be the same angle as it is on the ground, meaning when the club is setting on the ground as I'm showing you here, if you drew a line from the bottom of the ground to the top of your TV, that angle right there should be the same angle when you get that club in the back. That's a golf technique. Remember, practicing your technique, making letter L. This little move right here is all you really do in a golf swing. That's it. You thought it was pretty hard. It's rather easy, isn't it? So bring it up, make a L, lift it up, bring it back down. This is your club face technique. I hope this helps you.
Good afternoon, golf fans. Once again, B-Man back on the patio with one of the Osprey's favorite golfers, Mr. Ed Koslow. Ed, how are you today?
I'm good. Had a nice day on the course. Wind was a bit of a challenge, but it was fun.
A lot of fun. Well, you're a golfer quite a lot of years, I would assume. How old were you when you first started?
Actually, I was well into my 50s before I ever actually did any golf. And then I really only played sporadically until I retired about 5 years ago. So I've really only been playing for about 5 years with any regularity.
And have you ever had a lesson?
Yeah, I took some lessons early on. They were useful, helpful. I had one woman instructor. She was really good. She could really explain what happens when you hit a golf ball.
And what is it that motivates Ed to play golf still today?
Oh, it's just so much fun. Be out in the fresh air, just swing the club, hit that little white ball. It's just a lot of fun.
Now, as far as golf, Eddie, what has golf meant to you all these years? I know you've been playing 5 years, but what has it meant to you?
Well, it's just a really great way to get some exercise, relax, meet some good people, have some good times. It's just a wonderful thing to do.
I got you. Now, if you were to give a golfer, a beginner golfer, intermediate golfer, what tip would Eddie give?
When you make a bad shot, just don't worry about it. You're gonna make plenty of good shots. One with the bad shots, just walk up, forget that shot. Don't let it get to you mentally.
Well, that's quite candid. I really appreciate you coming back and doing this. Your candid answers are going to motivate somebody somewhere, somehow. And we appreciate you coming on the show, Eddie. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, golf fans. B-Man, that's right. That's B-M-A-N Golf, T-T-I. I'm on the patio once again, welcoming Mr. Tim Bateman. Tim, how are you today?
I'm just fine, thanks.
All right. I'm going to be easy on you. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions and see what your take is. First of all, how old was Tim when he first started playing golf?
I think I was probably about 57.
57. You started late.
Yes, I did.
Wow. Did you take lessons, or how did you get to this point?
I started with lessons, but it was hard to make them stick, so it took me a while to learn to enjoy the game. I was frustrated to begin with, and then I learned to relax and enjoy it.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many times a week do you say you play or have played on average?
During this season, I would probably play about twice a week.
Okay. All right. And you're still playing. What motivates you to keep playing today?
Well, I've learned to enjoy the game and enjoy the people I play with. I think that's become the interesting part of the game for me. My game's kind of plateaued, and so although you get some pleasure from having an exceptional day, I like the people I play with, so that makes most of it for me.
So for the few years, couple 15, 20, who knows, years that you've been playing,
Yes.
what has golf meant to Tim all those years?
It's been probably the common thread between me and my friends.
Okay. And if you were to give a golfer a tip, beginner golfer, intermediate golfer, what tip would you supply for them?
I would say probably, regardless of how well you play, you have to try and learn to enjoy the game and enjoy the people you play with.
And that says it all. That is a calming factor in golf. You do have to be calm. You're absolutely right. Tim, we thank you for being on the show today, and more continued success, and we hope that you play a lot more in the future.
Thank you for having me.
No pleasure. 5-inch fairway, you say? Like the thinking man. Don't think. Do. When you're out there playing golf, you're the Jedi. Jedi, Jedi do. That's what they do. So anyway, have a great time with that, and test yourself. See what you come up with in 18 holes. How many times you go south, how much you stay north, and how many times you actually stay in the middle. And see if that doesn't help you complete a round and have a better score than usual. All right? Okay, so until next time, like the B-Man always says, putt 'em like you own 'em and rock the baby. Remember to subscribe, hit like, and tell your friends.